Yoga for Healing Warriors. We're going to check in with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, our air signs, and see what storyline Divine would like to share with you. What you may need to know at this time. Holy Spirit Divine, Ancestors, Master Teachers, what do we need to know for air signs? Fluttering heart. Enjoy the romance and decide if you want more. So you may be meeting someone. There may be a spark. But take your time and date and get to know them well before you let your heart run off into a strong flutter. You may be guided to keep the pedal to the metal and move ahead despite any obstacles. Together or separate, not sure yet. The first blush. Soft whispers of affection make love bloom. So someone is wanting to meet up, have a spark, and move forward, hoping that the love blooms. It grows as you're together. They're reflecting, looking back, missing you. Moments you shared together. So this is someone that's wanting to return. Hoping that there's still a spark. And you can pick up where you left off. Because they realize that you're growing apart. So now they're looking back and they don't want more time to go by between you two. They feel that you guys have had this time apart to think. And after this time apart, this person wants to return. You have no idea. You're putting your sights on your own efforts and seeing what is growing. Evolving. It says outsiders. These two have been on the outs, but someone wants to return, hoping that you still have a spark of love for them. Possible twin flame, or someone that has mirrored you in the past of actual shared feelings, or someone that was just reflecting your energy. This fluttering heart. Trying to prevent an emotional storm. They're not feeling stable and secure. So someone that is not feeling secure within themselves, in the shadows, is thinking about returning, hoping your heart is still aflutter for them, wanting to move forward with you. Or you may have decided to put the pedal to the metal and take off. There's been an epiphany, understanding and awakenings of someone that was maybe in their pride and ego. Maybe this person that's returning was stuck in their pride and ego, and now they have had time apart from you and realizing the possibilities of how high they could soar together with you. Excuse me. And now wanting to take a risk to drop in, wanting this love to bloom, remembering that first blush of you guys being together, the chemistry and the spark that was there, the passion they're reflecting back on. You may have blocked this person. You may be avoiding this person. It may be someone you pushed away or someone that pushed you away. What is this? Wanting a second chance. Wanting a reconciliation. A past life twin flame relationship. Someone that is someone you were with in a past life. That was a karmic lesson. This may be a past life lover that you had to repeat a karmic lesson to learn. And so therefore you guys were growing apart. Taking the space and time to think, and they're reflecting during this separation and looking back, and they're missing you. And this fluttering heart, they're in an emotional storm over DNA or pregnancy, something that may have been fake news. We'll see if that falls out again or something like it. Not wanting the cycle to close. Someone that maybe wished that they had gotten you pregnant, but maybe that didn't happen. They wanted to have some way to keep the connection, something binding you two, so that the cycle couldn't end between the two of you. Maybe a queen bee. Somebody that's secure, that they're looking back at now. Maybe someone that kept the pedal to the metal and kept going because they realized that somebody was in their ego. They're in massive regrets, and they're trying to prevent this karmic lesson, this firestorm brewing because of their pride and ego. Give me one on this firestorm in reverse. Firestorm in reverse. It's too late. They've ran out of time. The cycle has closed. And they're reminiscing on their first blush and their feelings. Thinking about the chemistry, the attraction, the spark that was there. There's a Jezebel in the background somewhere. Or maybe this was a Jezebel. Jezebel energy that was repeating cycles, going around and round, being a trigger. And it's too late to keep going around and round in circles. It's time to learn the lesson. Now it's got them in their feelings, looking back, missing you, wanting a second chance. They have secret accounts, watching you, spying on you, and they're not liking what they're seeing. It's bad news to them because they know that your back is turned. They know that you realize and that this was a karmic lesson, and this is bad news for them. They're not happy. They may have feel like they threw away a golden cup of love. Not doing right. Now in massive regrets. Trying to prevent the karmic drama. Trying to prevent the heartbreak and the loss. But the cycle is ended. Death at the bottom of the deck. Someone has walked away. Someone that feels this is a dead, done deal and you're under their feet. Or they're under your feet. Vice versa. However it fits. And this person with a fluttering heart, wanting to block their emotions, realizing that this cycle is completed, it's over, it's closed, but they're not wanting it to close. They don't want this cycle to close. They want to keep this union. But what is to come of this union? Because it's too late. They ran out of time. Because they know in this union they live a happy life. Someone that's abundant, self-sufficient, independent. Someone that's reaping their rewards, and someone that is connected to source. Give me another card on this. 9 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. I said 9 of Pentacles. There's no balance between the two. This is someone that's trying to find a new direction. Someone that you've already been in a union with does not want to close this cycle, trying to prevent this hellfire from being on their butt, and massive regrets. Wanting this relationship because they remember this person is highly connected, reaping rewards. Or that's what they're wanting, to live in this luxury, carefree, but they're not balanced. And so they're looking out, trying to figure out what options they have, knowing it's too late, having the realization that it was their pride and their ego that kept someone with the pedal to the metal, moving forward ahead, leaving them behind. The wheel has turned. There's a new cycle. This is something that was destined. This meeting that had this spark, that they took in a cycle with a Queen of Wands. And this Queen of Wands, give me another card on this Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Falling sideways. This Queen of Wands already knows the anxiety, the sleepless nights, the turmoil, and they're at their breaking point. They're not allowing that to happen again. While they're happy and celebrating themselves with friends and family or loved ones, they're not trying to repeat this cycle. They already know what it would bring, and they're blocking that. So this person is having secret accounts, spying and watching, because they're all up in their thoughts of this Queen of Wands. Or it's a Queen of Wands that's being blocked, that has these accounts, that was in this relationship. And there's secret accounts that they're holding because they're in their thoughts. A Page of Wands that wanted to have a strong foundation in a family, posing maybe as an emperor, but a page holding secret accounts for this enjoyment, wanting to have the balance, because they don't have balance. They don't have the balance. They're back in their thoughts on this, but the wheel has turned. This is something that was destined. based on the choices. They ran out of time to prevent this lesson to be repeated, because this Queen of Wands is not about that life. She's not about to be put back into anxiety, repeating a cycle that she's already aware of with this maybe emperor that behaves as a child, behaves childishly, but wants a union. And this union with this king or page of wands, there's a Queen of Cups in the mix. This person has options. You're not the only one. That's why you're closing out this cycle, which is bad news to them. And it's something they may have repeated in a past life. Give me a card on this Queen of Cups. Somebody who was giving. So they only want to be around this Queen of Cups to have a foundation with her because she was giving. Ace of Pentacles, wanting a new beginning. It's all about the Benjamins. They remembered the fluttering heart, the spark. They want to block the emotional storm of being unstable. They don't want this cycle to close out on this relationship because they see how you're living your life abundantly and they are not in balance and they're looking to find that. You kept it moving because you had the realization of this person in their ego and in their pride. Now they're feeling massive regrets, trying to prevent a firestorm, but it's too late for that, and this is destined to be for them. Reminiscing on that first blush, the chemistry that was there, that they abused, taking it through karmic triggers, lessons, repeating the same cycles over and over with a Queen of Wands. That's not in anxiety, not in misery, that they're thinking about, that they're spying on, that they want a second chance with. So they're looking, trying to figure out what move to make, trying to think of a creative way to come in to make this foundation, this celebration together with a Queen of Cups that has been given to them. Someone they feel that would give them great opportunities and abundance because they see her in her abundance. They remember the relationship and how abundant she was. I suggest do not repeat karmic cycles. Time is up. This is destined. You can't hate on somebody that's not in anxiety, not having sleepless nights, because you're up reminiscing, making secret accounts, trying to figure out a new energetic way to come in and have that foundation, because that's how they want to look. Stable, secure. And they feel like this Queen of Cups, which is the same energy as this Knight of Queen of Wands, that's a giving energy. all for money. Give me another card on this Queen of Wands. What is she doing? Is this the same energy as the Queen of Cups, or is this separate? King of Cups. Give me one on this King of Cups. King of Cups. What is this King of Cups? What is this King of Cups in the mix? King of Cups. What is this King of Cups in the mix? What is this King of Cups energy? King of Cups. Someone that has moved away, taking action. This King of Cups is going to have to let go and move forward. Because this Queen of Wands is not having sleepless nights, not in turmoil and anxiety. So this King of Cups is going to have to keep it moving forward. Anticipating and planning on this move, maybe traveling overseas. They're trying to get far away. Give me another card on this King of Cups that's moving away, maybe traveling overseas. Or maybe coming toward this Queen of Cups. Yeah, they're walking away. They're giving up. They realize this is a done deal. So that's why they're keeping those secret accounts, because this feminine energy is keeping their guard up. They've already been through this, done that, and not repeating it. That's what I have for you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius.